What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. By now, you already know who I am. For the people that are new here, I'm Aaron G, where we talk about fun, family, food, finance, and more. And today, my guest is my partner in crime, my better half, Carrie G. All right, tonight we are having a good Friday night. So what better to do than eat chicken? You know, everything's good when you got chickens involved, right? So yeah, I think it's chicken, right? Popeyes. It's Popeyes ghost pepper chicken, right? Ghost pepper chicken wings, and we got McDonald's new.
That's not it. It's this one.
Well, you got them mixed, but I'm sorry. Well, we got regular nuggets, and we got the new spicy nugget. So this is a first for us tonight. So we're just gonna have fun with it. Let's get right down to it. I'm finna eat a regular one.
I rewarned it. Okay.
That's my phone.
Rewarn my test.
That's fine.
I'm not gonna be eating very much of this because I am
She's
the keto queen of this home.
she's supposed to be on keto, but not today.
I'm still on keto a little bit for this meal. So if my coach ever sees this, girl, don't kill me.
The first thing I noticed about these Popeyes, supposed to be chicken. They more like quail pieces. It's like how big is like an inch? That's supposed to be a drummet. It's like an inch long. But
I guess it's got some heat because you choking.
but they are a little spicy, so they got that going for them.
And these are spicy.
That's the nugget, McDonald's.
I need a flat. Because I'm a flat girl.
No. We waited in line for like an hour and a half for these wings.
Sir, it wasn't no hour and a half.
And I don't think it's because the chicken was so good. They were just slow at Popeyes. When we pulled up to Popeyes, and we got three brothers outside taking a smoke break at once. It's like the whole kitchen staff in the back trying to smoke a pack of cigarettes. And I'm like, dude, it's Friday. I'm hungry. You ain't got time to be smoking no cigarettes. You need to get my chicken, and then you can go back to smoking your cigarettes. Man, I ain't fried this chicken. As long as it took, I'm surprised they ain't raised that thing far and fresh. But it's good though. But it was not Louisiana fast. It's alright. I don't know which one I like better.
What, out of the plain nuggets?
Oh, the spicy. Got to put a little of that sweet and sour on there.
You took mine.
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
You see that? You can't have nothing.
No, you get to acting crazy when you're hungry.
Did nobody tell you to put your sauce all the way up there?
It's like this all the time.
What? What's yours is mine? What's mine is
Yeah, of course. Why would you get married if you can't share and take what your partner has?
Oh, somebody calling me.
Yeah. It's a little hot. You didn't bring the water. We just gonna have to tough this one out. All right, everybody. Who else feel like 2020 hit them like a California mudslide? Flat? No, just one more flat. So 2020 has been the worst year I have ever experienced. But there's some good things that came out of 2020, but it's a lot of, it was good and good with the bad.
And then some more bad.
And some more bad.
And then some good. And some more bad.
Yep, so I'm right there with y'all. One thing 2020 has really led me to understand is you cannot take life for granted. And life is too short. Life is too short for all that petty stuff. Life is too short for all them arguments, all them petty little arguments.
I can't do no more heat back.
You lose so much time with all that pettiness. I mean, you get into an argument with one of your friends, one of your relatives. 1 year go by, 1 year turn to 2 years, 2 years turn to 5 years, and 10 years, and so on. And then y'all don't know where the time went. So life is too short. 2021, I'm challenging y'all. If y'all got family and friends out there that y'all ain't talk to, or you stop talking to people over petty stuff, reach out to them. Because they might not be here tomorrow. You might not be here tomorrow. I might not either. So you got to live every day like it's your last day. Don't take that petty stuff. We ain't taking nothing out of 2020 and bringing it into 2021.
Except for health, wealth, and love.
Amen. So what you think? What's your favorite?
I think these Popeyes wings.
Are they your favorite?
No.
No?
They're good. I enjoyed the fried chicken because I haven't had fried chicken in like 5 months.
Yeah,
About
something like
5
that.
months. I haven't had any fried chicken. So it was okay. It was good. Would I run to get that again? Maybe not.
I sure ain't sitting in the line for an hour and a half to get these little bitty chickens.
But I think the flavor was good.
Definitely.
I think the flavor was nice. Ooh, it is a little long. As far as the spicy chicken nuggets from McDonald's, they are really good fresh. I just reheated ours. Well, I reheated all of this in our air fryer. And of course, I love the original chicken nuggets from McDonald's, so that's a given. But out of the two, the hot chicken nuggets or the ghost pepper wings,
You going with the nugget?
I'm going with the nugget.
Yeah, I'm going with the real chicken. You can't. Though the nugget is good, you can't beat real chicken. Fried chicken. Who doesn't like chicken? If you bring me anybody or show me anybody that don't like fried chicken, I'm gonna show you a person that's like a reptilian shapeshifter because they're not real people. They're not human beings. Everybody on this planet Earth loves chicken. It's like the heavenly bird.
I mean, my niece didn't like chicken when she was little.
Who?
I don't want to say her name online.
Well, now that she's older, I bet she like chicken.
I mean, maybe we should call her and see.
Man, ain't no telling what we liked and what we didn't like when we were little.
Well, okay. She liked boneless chicken. She didn't like chicken on the bone. Because the chicken on the bone kind of creeped her out. And then I remember she didn't like balled up paper towels. They had to be flat paper towels without any wrinkles.
Man, I just like chicken. I'm sorry. It ain't a part of the chicken I don't like.
I don't hear it back.
I love it. All right, next thing we're gonna talk about is the level of entitlement that these kids have nowadays. If anybody have kids out there, I hope you don't have to deal with this.
Wait, pause.
What?
Look at me.
I got crumbs on me.
I'm just making sure you don't.
Don't worry. This is a G house. They family. Everybody watching this family.
But I'm sure don't nobody want to see food on your mouth after you done already ate, especially if you finished eating. Like, it's different if you're eating and food gets on your mouth and you're continue to eat. But if you're finished eating, never mind.
No, I'm good.
Entitlement.
Yep.
The level of entitlement.
That's where we're at. The level of entitlement. Come on, you felt it. You felt it. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you lead this part, and I'm gonna enter back in.
Lead what part?
About the entitlement.
About that entitlement?
Yeah. The entitlement. I'm saying the entitlement and the privilege. Okay, look, I'm gonna start because she obviously don't. This is exactly when you hear people talk about privilege. This is what we talk about. Because it doesn't have anything to do with the amount of money that you're born with or that you have. It doesn't matter how hard you work. People can have a level of entitlement and a level of privilege and have nothing. You can be poor or you can be underprivileged and still have that entitlement and privilege. It's just like if somebody's outside of a Walmart and they're asked for money and there's a help wanted sign and you tell them that, hey, look, there's a help wanted sign. Then they get mad at you. Or somebody asks you for money or a family member asks you for money, and instead of just giving them the money, you say, okay, I have like 2 jobs for you to do and I'll give the same money. Oh my God, I can't believe you asked me to do all that work. It's the same thing for the kids. I mean, Carrie, man, we came home, do s'mores with the kids, and the house was just destroyed. We wanted to do something that we just didn't do. We didn't do the whole s'mores thing, So we want to just give them something else, and we came home, and it's like everybody was still expecting stuff, but nothing was done. And then, like, God forbid you call them out on it, then that's a whole nother thing. But yeah, well, I mean, privilege, doesn't have anything to do with how much you have. I mean, it's just a level of, I expect something, or I'm expecting you to do something for me. When you don't, I'm upset. So raising kids is tough.
Yeah. It can be a thankless job, because of course you love your children and you want what's best for them, and we think the world of our children. We think that they are great, we think that they are so fantastic and that there isn't another human being that can compare,
Yeah.
However, once they get out into the real world, they realize that, oh, snap.
Yeah.
It
ain't like mama and daddy house, is it?
And so we sometimes hit that rough patch in parenting where we continue to pour into our children and love on our children and try to give them, a lot of their wants, a lot of their desires, But on the flip side, us as parents, we do expect a certain level of something, out of our children, depending on, their age. We expect a level of something, that they understand. And so sometimes the kids be like, shoot, forget that. What you want from me, what you gonna give me? This is what I want. Whether they see something on their phone, they see something on a tablet, they see something on TV, or they see another kid next door or somebody riding down the street and they got something, that piques your child's interest. Sometimes that entitlement comes in where I want it and I believe I should have it. And you like, well, bro, did you do your chores? It's a list of chores that you had to do, in this many days. I ain't see you do 2 of them. And so, yeah, so we kind of hit some of that today. A little
Yeah.
turbulence, but I think we're good now.
Yeah. And it's like, and it's not just our kids. It's like everybody's like that. I mean, not everybody. I'm gonna take that back. You look at some of the generation under us, and a lot of the people that are in our demographic. Everybody want to be Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'll say it like this. Everybody want to be Arnold, but nobody want to get up at 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning and pump that iron. Everybody want to be, everybody want to be the rapper. Everybody want to pop bottles, but nobody want to sit in the studio all night long. Nobody wants to go on tour and miss out on their family for months at a time. To get the fame, to get the money, to get the accolades that they need. Everybody just wants the end result. And it's crazy. Because everybody just wants that end goal. And I feel like that's how so many people get taken advantage of, by like the late night infomercials and people telling you get rich quick schemes and pyramid schemes, because everybody wants that to be the man, but nobody wants to pay the price to be that man. It's just they want that instant gratification, and it's just nuts.
But
What?
I mean,
All right. All in all, the Bible say faith without work. Faith without works is dead, right? And you don't have to be religious, and even go to church to understand what that means. It's just like having hope and aspirations to be somebody and do something. Don't mean crap if you're not going to put forth an effort to get there. If you're not going to take that step, get to that goal, you're going to be in the same place. So faith without good works, faith without stepping out. You could have all the faith. You can have, I want to be a millionaire. I got all these dreams. I have all these things I want to do, but you don't want to get off the couch. Or you don't want to put that PlayStation stick down. You don't want to put your Xbox controller down, but you want to be an entrepreneur and you want to make millions of dollars, or you want to be the next YouTube star, but you don't want to get out and save a little extra cash to get that equipment that you want or that you need. I'm not saying that you need all that stuff, but it actually helps. But you're complaining about you're broke all the time, or you complain about you can't save money, but you have enough money to go get a $7 latte every day. You have enough money to go out and do buy $15, $20 worth of McDonald's every other day, but you don't have enough money to set aside and to put it to the things that you want to do. So this is kind of what led me into to my financial literacy series, and kind of gave us lit the fire under us to kind of get our Garmon Institute and that's our Black History curriculum off the ground. So you're not going to get anywhere. You're going to have to take the leap. You're going to have to put those haters in your back pocket, because they're going to be there. No matter if you're big, no matter if you're small, no matter what size you are, somebody always has something to say about you. So you're going to have to shelf the haters. They're going to be there. Somebody's not going to like me. Somebody's not going to like my video. I had just told Carrie upstairs about how when I was in high school, walking through the commons area in between classes, I heard somebody mention that they didn't like me. I heard it and I'm like, I don't even know you. So if I'm not exempt, she's not exempt, or nobody's exempt. So you're going to have those haters, and you can't dictate what you do in life on what somebody thinks or how somebody feels about you. Okay, Aaron, you got a big forehead, or you got this shaped nose, or one eye leaky, or one eye too big. Somebody always going to have something to say about you. But at the end, you got to have, only you can make that decision to when you're not going to listen to them anymore, to when you're not going to care about what they think or what they say, and I hope I can be here to help you, to be an inspiration. I know people say, Aaron, I've been beat, I had a hard life, nobody cares about me, or nobody gives any kind of attention to me. But I'm gonna tell you, if you got the breath to say this to yourself, or if you got the breath to get up and think that, you know how much of a blessing it is to be able to even get up and say nobody thinks about me. But you know, and if you got parents that are trying to push you into a direction, or trying to help you or lead you, or not trying to do you wrong, that's a blessing in itself. You know, let me tell you right now. I lost my mother March this year. You know, I ended up in the hospital a month before that for blood pressure issues. My nephew, my namesake, you know, we lost him to the streets not even a week ago. You know, it's tough, and those things hit you, and you have to realize that they're never gonna stop hitting you. You know, those things in life are never gonna stop. So you have to kind of realize when you need to grieve, or when you need to feel those emotions, and when you need to switch gears. And you want to be on YouTube, you know, the first thing that makes anybody not want to be on camera is be thinking about what somebody's going to think about them. And I'm telling you, if nobody has your back, you know, if you say, Aaron, like, I don't even have parents, I don't even have anybody in your corner, I got your corner. I will be your biggest fan. You know, if you get with me on here, we can get together, we can link up, and we can push each other to do big things in 2021.
You know, I hear a lot of people say, well, I know for myself, like, I have always been like weight conscious. Like, he could tell you, like, I would talk his head off about my weight. And it was, you know, I would watch people and I would be like, oh my gosh, they are just doing it. Like, they are making it happen. How are they doing this? You know, and I'll be like, okay, great. I'm finna jump in. I'm finna do it. And then about a week later, I'm expecting, you know, not even 7 days later. I'm just talking about like 5 business days later. I'm expecting that I should be like 80 pounds lighter. And that's not realistic. And so I would stop. And so I guess just with everything that has happened this year, and, you know, COVID, you know, whatever, it's real. COVID is real. I was just like, look, I cannot. I'm already a stay-at-home mother. I already homeschool our 4 children. I can't just stay here and eat. Like, I can't eat my emotions. Like, that food serves you only to keep you alive, right? That's what food is supposed to do. It's supposed to keep you alive. But I wasn't eating food to be kept alive. I was like eating, you know, I was like living to eat, you know? And so something just clicked. And my husband was like, well, look, do your thing. And so far I'm pushing almost a 40-pound weight loss. And I have a close friend that has jumped in this thing with me, and we push each other and we motivate each other. And it's like, why wait? Why are you watching somebody else succeed? Why are you watching somebody else put forth the effort? You know, like, we see little glimpses of the work that people put in, right? But we all see the success. You know, when it's flashing lights and cameras and everything, like, we see all of that. But we very rarely get to see that blood, sweat, and tears that people put in, to where you are in awe, you know, of what they have put together. Like, you didn't see the mechanics going into creating whatever they have created. And so this year I was like, shoot, no. Like, I definitely, like, I have anxiety issues and things like that. And I noticed that with eating, I would say 90% of the time, 95% of the time, I eat clean. About 90.
I'll say that.
Yeah, about 90% of the time I eat clean. Um, And I have so much more clarity. Like my brain, like I don't have that fogginess in my head. And I'm just like, wow, like if I could have done this sooner, where would I have been in this journey now? But it's okay to think about that and look at that and be like, okay, well, I didn't take that avenue, but I'm taking this avenue here and I'm putting in the work, and I had to tell myself that, Carrie, you didn't gain this weight overnight. You did birth 4 children. Um, you're not going to lose it overnight. And so I just had to hit the ground running, and we all mess up. We all have hiccups, and all of that stuff, but we got to work. It's so much work to be done, and the work will never get done if we continue to look to the right and to the left and watching somebody else. Like my coach says, keep your eyes on your paper. You don't got time to mind nobody else's business, because that business of theirs is not paying you. So mind the business that pays you.
Yeah. And you got to remember that you can't fail if you keep getting back up and you keep running.
Yep.
The moment you decide to stop and sit down and you say this is too much for me and just forget it, that's when we consider that a failure at a certain thing. But doesn't mean that you can't get up and keep going. But so this is what we're going to do. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep pressing. To finish out 2020, we're going to hit 2021 even stronger. And regardless of if anybody out there in Tuberville watches this video or not, we're going to keep putting these videos out. We're going to keep trying to inspire. We're going to keep trying to uplift and just have fun out here while we can, while we still have our health, while we still have our minds and the ability to do what we want to do.
That's Black. A Journey Throughout Black History and Events is out. Part 1 is out. It's 12 weeks of sentences and songs to teach our children as well as your children a lot of history, Black history. It doesn't matter what you look like, who you are. It's important. Black history is American history and we need to know it. And part 2 of That's Black will be out in November. It will be out. Another 12 weeks. And we have so many friends and families that have come up with their own courses and curriculums or whatever, and you can get that at nightischool.com.
Hey, have fun with it. Take a peek at the website.
Oh, Garmon Institute on Facebook. Check us out. Go like our page. We always putting something up, trying to engage with people, giveaways. We pop in and do lives from time to time to interact with our community because we love y'all.
Hey, you're a part of the family now. You're a part of the family. If you hadn't already did it, hit that like button, share this video, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you hit that notification button so you won't miss anything. So look out for all that stuff she said. Look out for Financial Literacy 103. It'll be coming in the next couple of days. You guys have a good weekend. Have a blessed weekend. Have fun and stay safe. Peace.